Okay, so saw this Abba and Preach video on my feed. Didn't know what to react. I'm kind of just all over the place. I'm like, you know what? I'll just react to this.
All right, today's topic. Apparently, some YouTubers are taking money from Russia, $100,000 per video, to make pro-Russian content.
No. Today's topic.
Man, if they're hiring, if you know any the Russian government or anybody, I'll make a video for you.
Goddamn. All the naysayers were right.
What you mean?
All the people that was talking about conspiracy were right.
They're part of it.
I mean, shoot. There's a lot of people that was talking about, oh, Russia this and Russia that, and they do.
Now look.
I thought the Cold War was over. It was never over, Adam.
So here are the details. Tim Pool, Dave Dubin, Lauren Southern, Lauren Chen, Lauren White. There's a lot of Lawrence and some other male names, okay? They're all implicated in this scheme. Essentially, what is going on is the DOJ released unsealed an indictment, and in that, it talked about a scheme where a Russian company was essentially paying Lauren Chen and her husband to run an American company called Tenet, which you can go and find their YouTube channel. And they would pay creators to make content that was pro-Russian on their channel.
Okay. Well, how much, like $10,000?
Some of them were getting paid as much as $100,000 per video.
That's
Man, like I said, if you're hiring, I'll make some pro wherever the hell you want. Pro North Korea, pro. I'm desperate at this point.
it's a whole lot of money.
No, there's not just mere allegations.
I'll give you a deal. I mean, $100,000 a video. I'll do $1,000 a video.
People who were claimed to have been paid that amount admit that they were paid that amount. They made public Twitter statements, and they're also saying they're victims. They didn't know this money was coming from Russia. They didn't know this money was coming from shady places. What we can't confirm right now is that Lauren Chen and her husband were definitely knew it. They definitely knew where the money came from. That information is in the indictment. You know how they knew? They knew because when they were not getting their invoices.
I wonder why this is illegal. Like, if I mean, it just sounds kind of weird that so a foreign country can't pay anybody to make I don't know, propaganda videos. I mean, is it really that bad?
Paid out. They were Googling what time it was in Russia. They were referring to them in their own private messages as, oh, when are the Russians gonna pay us? So them motherfuckers definitely knew.
David.
Now whether or not Dave Dubin knew or Tim Drool knew, that's a different question.
But I got this question though.
Fuzzy.
They're asking you to do some specific content. When people ask you to do some specific content,
What you mean?
like, cause they saying,
I'm a victim.
we didn't know.
Yeah.
We didn't know where the money. But when someone tells you make content about them, make content about them.
Yeah.
What you mean? Make content about them, and then you're like, I don't know where the money from. Just this, not knowing where the money's from, is weird.
You know why it's hard for me to believe that these people didn't know?
That's what I'm saying though. That's
It's
one of the
because
reasons
it's so much money.
it's a lot of money, man.
It's not like a regular, like, we get brand deals. You don't have brand deals. Like, I can tell you, like, for $1 million, if you.
Brand deals. If you want me to, and look, I'm barely starting off, but I'm pumping these videos out every day. Give me while I'm cheap. Maybe one day I'll have a huge following, and I'll remember you.
Video, a brand deal will range anywhere from like $8,000 to $12,000. And if you're like a finance bro who does just finance stuff, a finance company might give you $20,000, $30,000. Okay? But that's for millions of views. The videos that they were getting paid $100,000 for, do you know how much views they were getting on some of these videos?
I'm telling you.
1,000 views. 5,000 views. So on a 5,000 view video, you were getting 10.
Man, they were ripping them off. That would be my defense. If I don't know.
At times, what But somebody gets on them 1 million views. How does that make sense?
You're just gonna shut the number.
Whoever's in Russia was in charge of this, they were they were getting scammed.
Some people are good at shutting up and not asking questions. When it's convenient.
Here's the thing. There's so many layers of this. Like, if you honestly think these people didn't know, then that means that they're the most incompetent, stupid motherfuckers on the planet.
I don't believe it.
And it's their job. The parts that make it believe it's your job
If
to look at things critically. You guys are in conspiracy brain. You guys believe in a lot of conspiracies and how people are working together to take down different angles of the government. But you're being offered 6 figures to do a disgustingly shit tier video, and you don't think that's suspicious at all? You don't research where the money's coming from. You don't try to track it down. You don't wonder why they want pro-Russian stuff. That's crazy.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna say this. I think they didn't know because they were suspicious about what they knew.
Facts.
The definition, I didn't know, it means that you don't know for sure. But it doesn't mean that you don't have suspicions. And because you have those suspicions, you don't ask. You know, whenever you deal in bars and stuff like that, you have suspicions of where certain things is doing or what that guy in the corner is doing. I didn't ask. I don't know that guy. I don't talk to him. But my suspicions are...
I could tell this dude's from the hood. He don't ask questions.
He does this and that. I don't know for a fact. I don't know.
Plausible deniability.
I don't know.
Yeah, but it really...
It's like when you when you buy stuff from the streets, you don't ask questions. It's like, hey, a deal's a deal, you know. Hey, this dude's selling steaks for really good premium prices. Hey, you know what? I don't know how he got those. You know, maybe he has his own farm at home. A deal's a deal, you know.
It really doesn't matter.
No, it does not.
The reason why it doesn't matter whether you knew or not is you should have known. You should have done your due diligence. You should have researched it.
You don't know.
Your job as a political commentator, someone who prides themselves on being independently funded, and then you're receiving.
I don't know. That's always like plausible deniability, because you can always play stupid, you know, and it's still a good defense, you know, because they can't prove oh, you knew, like, prove it, you know. I'm telling you, I'm stupid.
This kind of money, and you're
And
just
you're not
out looking.
independent.
That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. I was just astounded by the amount of money that was floating. But then people were telling me, like, Abby, you have no idea. The amount of people that are getting pushed money to promote a specific view, you have no idea how big. And it makes sense to me now. Because Lauren Chen lives in Montreal, okay? Her and her husband live here. They're from here. It was so bizarre to me to sometimes go check out these people's lifestyle. And they're living exorbitant lifestyles, but I look at their YouTube channel and I know what kind of money they make from the kind of content that they make. I know they don't have the membership viewers for it either. So I'm like, how are you buying homes when I know you barely touching 6 figures? Where's this money coming from? And they buy fancy spots too. So everything is kind of coming together now. It's like, oh, okay. When it comes to the political sphere, a lot of people that you might think are bought.
You know what? I don't know if this is gonna lead to people getting arrested, but if it does, in my mind, I'm thinking new job opportunity, because I just gotta fill the gap of them leaving, like Tim Pool or Dave Rubin. They're gonna leave a gap. Maybe I can fill it in. I am a libertarian, or libertarian leaning, you know, so there's that. So
Bought paid for are probably bought paid for. Now it makes sense to me too. When I saw Tucker Carlson run over there to Russia and do all that stuff, irrespective of how you feel about it, I'm just saying, how much money do you think if Tim Drool and Rafe Dubin got 100K per video for producing a 1,000 view video, how much do you think Tucker Carlson got paid for that grocery store and that, you could 40 million, 30 million?
Why did you?
For you guys to view, when you see political commentary, okay, be very careful, because some of these people are absolutely bought and paid for, even though they want to relate to you, that average person. They want.
everybody's bought and paid for. First of all, I'm gonna tell you this much right now: none of these politicians give a damn about you. Just being serious. it's all BS. They only care about themselves. It's been like that for like ever. You know, you might have. I won't say all of them. You still might have a couple of good ones that are actually do give a damn, but they really can't do nothing. You know, they make such a small percentage of the majority of them, and the majority of them don't give a damn about nobody but themselves, the little circle, and the general public can fuck off.
Say, I'm just like you. Meanwhile, they get paid $100,000 by a foreign government to betray their own country. Just because.
I said my own country. I said I don't claim. You know, I was born in this country, but I got no loyalty to this nation.
Careful. That's the main thing.
A lot of things about that.
And I say this as a disgruntled vet. You know, hey, look, man. This nation didn't look out for me when I left the military. I'm done with this. My patriotism.
The political side is not moral. A lot of it is. So whenever I give my opinion about that, and I try to stay away from that as much as I can because I don't want a whole picture. And sometimes it's a lot of things. It's just like wrestling. Yeah. It's really just like wrestling. In the locker room, everybody shakes hands and having fun.
That's the way I see politics. It's just like wrestling, like he's saying. Behind closed doors, they're all friends, and in the stage floor, they're she's a horrible, horrible person. Oh yeah, and blah blah blah. You know, it's all a show for us.
But in front of everybody, it's just the heel and the superhero. That's what it is. And at the end of the day, everybody's catching a check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy. When I saw 100K per video, I literally had to triple take because I know these guys' YouTube channel. I know they don't get views. They are making 20 to 30 times what I would make on a sponsored video when I have 10 times more views. How does that make sense? That's crazy. If anybody was offering me even 1/10 of what they're offering these guys, I'd do it back. I have sponsors who try to approach me all the time. We have maybe 2 to 3 sponsors. We have Extra from time to time. Why? Okay? I use it. I'm comfortable advertising it because it's something I actually believe in and I'm fine with using it. And I think Raycon. Why? Because I use it.
Guess what, nigga?
You want to know how they don't use it? They got scratches. Okay. They got scratches everywhere. When I lie, and I'm not going to lie to you guys and say like, oh, it's good. It's good for what it's good for.
That's funny.
I will say the same thing if they sponsor me. I'll say I'm a sellout. Like greatest cookies ever.
I don't mind saying this for free because it's just true.
So you gonna pull up the search chart?
I'm pretty sure I got that right here.
I got the THN.
Okay, right there. There you go. Yeah, just search it up. I'm careful. Why? Because I've had people approach me with big bags, and then I do my Google searches, and I'm like, something not right. Though.
He's even advertising right here.
Is this really a debit card?
Manscaped on his fucking shirt.
That it can creature. Like when I'm looking into it more, I'm like, yo, we might have to stay away from this one. Come to find out, 6 to 7 months later, they gone. Right? So if you don't do that due diligence as a YouTuber in general, that's already a bad look. As a political commentator whose job is to be hyper scrutiny of everything when it comes to where politicians get paid for, you don't look into the people giving you $100,000? Nah, I can't rock with that. You're gonna have to hold the big L for that. And I know Tim Drew's already tried to just walk over this and he's just trying to ignore it, but nah. You should be hyper skeptical of somebody who's that quick to accept money. I mean, listen, when I first came on the scene, like, I didn't know much about these sponsors, so if it didn't look harmful, I was like, whatever. And the more I thought about it, like, there's a reason why I don't do, Bluetooth stuff. There's a reason why I don't do toys for dudes or whatever. Not that those things are necessarily wrong. It's just, is this one the kind of thing I want to be advertising? Now,
I'll do it.
Money from unknown sources? That's even more shit. So,
no, you're not even taking. You don't take money from known sources. Taking money from unknown sources is crazy.
Bro, because the person who runs in the finances, if you Google his name, it doesn't exist anywhere. That didn't throw any red flags for you. What if you're part of some kind of criminal conspiracy you don't even know? Beyond being fucking irresponsible towards your fan, is just also irresponsible towards yourself. You might be putting yourself into a conspiracy you don't even know about. And ignorance will not always save you when it comes to the law. It won't. So on that topic, what they're being charged with is money laundering and the FAR Act. The FAR Act, I think, is the Foreign Foreign Agents Registration Act, which is basically like if you are an entity or individual here in the United States who is lobbying on behalf of a foreign government and being paid to do so, you have to be registered. And if you're not, they can charge you. And that one doesn't look too crazy because I think the people who do have to pay penalties and maybe go to jail for like 2 to 3 years, which for betraying your country sounds crazy. But they also have money laundering charges, which that one can carry a much
Pay me in crypto.
higher penalty. So we'll see how that goes. But Lauren Chen and her husband most likely are going to be charged in the very near future. The people who ran the Russian ops, they've already been charged. So yeah, they're going to jail. YouTubers are going to jail for fucking around.
No, they're going to jail for finding out.
Yeah, true. But you get what I'm trying to say. I know. I just want to cover this story real quick. I'll say this: if I find out any political commentary YouTuber is being paid by a foreign entity or foreign country, and they're doing political commentary on that specific, I would look at them like you have zero credibility. Personally, I can't take anything you say seriously because you're getting paid by these people to say this stuff.
You can't take anything anybody says seriously. Always take it with what do you call it? Some caution, like a hint of caution. You know, even me, you know, always formulate your own opinion.
That's how I personally feel about it. I'm curious how you guys feel. Does this make you look at Tim Pool or any of these guys different? If you guys have a
Honestly, I never liked any of them. I don't know. I never liked Tim Pool or Dave Rubin or whatever, any of these dudes.
political commentary YouTuber that you guys like, and you found out they were paid by the very entity that they were speaking very well of all the time, would that make you look at them differently? I don't.
And it has nothing to do with their politics. It's just as a person. Because that dude with the beanie or the hat, it's like, come on, bro, just accept that you're bald. You know, you look. It's freaking weird when it's hot as shit and you're wearing that beanie.
Oh, yeah.
And then the other dude, Dave Rubin, he kind of just seems like a sellout for some reason.
I don't know, do you even care?
And nothing wrong with being a sellout. I'll sell out for some sponsors.
Do you even care?
Okay, actually, let me ask y'all. Y'all found out that we got paid by Fresh and Fit.
That'd be
Just
wild.
asking. Or what if we were paid by Fresh and Fit's ops? We was getting like this feminist organization against the red pill.
Yeah.
Was paying us
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
$100,000 per Fresh and Fit video, which if they were my big
Kiss.
why am I flying economy in? Okay. Because I'm about to make 100 more Fresh and Fit videos. So I've been doing it for 10 years.
What?
If they were paying us, how would you guys look at us? I'm just curious. I'm asking the question. You found that out. What would you think?
All right. Yeah. So if you like, I guess me doing reaction videos to Abba and Preach, I'll do more of these. I'm still just, or if you have any recommendations for any more different reaction videos, let me know. I'll probably still do some more Abba and Preach just because I'm kind of bored right now and they're kind of popular and I don't know. It's freaking 6 or 7 in the morning and I've been up all night. All right.